About earlier, you speaking about communication, right? Who do you think? I just want to ask everybody this: who do y'all think is better at communication, men or women?
Men.
Oh damn!
That's surprising.
That was surprising. I wasn't.
Did not expect to hear that.
It's more logical.
Wow.
Yeah. This just goes back to when I was saying, like, having that emotional maturity, like having a conversation that's hard and not just straight crying.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you like, when sometimes some women, I've been there, I ain't gonna lie, like I've been mad emotional and I'm like, what was I thinking? Like later and I'm like, I really was boo-hooing, like, what was I crying for?
Nothing.
I feel like women are better in a situation where they feel safe. As long as I feel safe, I can communicate. But if I don't feel safe, it's like talking to a wall.
That doesn't even, to me, that doesn't even make sense. Like,
really?
When I'm thinking about,
if I feel safe enough to communicate how I feel, it's because I feel vulnerable enough to talk about it. If I don't feel safe, I don't talk.
So you're in a relationship, shouldn't you feel safe automatically?
That's my point. Like, in my relationship, I feel safe, so I talk.
Yeah. I think we're speaking in the aspects of a relationship. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
I ain't saying you just some random guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just talking about in the confines of a relationship who you think is better at communicating.
Oh, then yeah. I mean, I feel like I have better communication than him personally. Because
Okay.
I'm just better at, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, giving him the word, like, actually speaking on exactly, like, articulating my sentences really well. Where he'll kind of struggle to tell me exactly what he's looking for from me. I feel like I articulate myself better. But I went to school for communication and conflict, so that might be why.
Oh, you cheating? Yeah, that's probably.
I went to school for it, so like I feel like I'm better at speaking.
I feel like it's all about the approach. That's like with men, it's about the approach, and then like, cause I feel like men know how to say exactly what they want, what they feel straight from the gate, and then we just be like making up what we want to think that they saying,
right?
And then
we
make up what we want them to be saying, and then but I feel like when they get addressed, like it feels like an attack. Like if it's an immediate address, like it's better to say, "Can we talk?" than to be like, let me tell you what, like, you know, just straight go into it. Like, I'm a fan of, can we talk? And if you be like, no, I'll be like, all right, cool. We could wait until you're ready to talk, because I'm not about to pressure you to talk. But if you ready, when you're ready to talk, we can talk. But then it's going to be but so much of that, no, you're not ready to talk, because then the communication falls apart and it's not, we're not going to be, we're not going to work.
So why do you think, because y'all pretty much said, well, except for you, because obviously your degree and stuff like that. But why do y'all think women are poor or bad communicators, I should say? Why do you think that is?
Our emotions sometimes.
The emotions.
Everything is emotion based.
You on fire right now.
Incredibly honest.
Fire right now.
I expected more pushback. Like, you know what I'm like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't even got to talk this show. I'm about to go over there. Like,
so, Sterling, what are your thoughts on that? I mean,
I agree with these lovely ladies. Right. Like, we are better at communicating. I'll take that W. But
settle down.
Settle down now. But what I will like to emphasize that, like a couple of practical examples, right? For the gentleman in the room, a show of hands for everyone. Like 4 guys here, 3 behind the panel, right here.
Yeah.
Have you ever had women text you, "Hey"?
Yeah.
Raise your hands. Yes.
Oh yeah. Gotcha.
Everybody in the room.
Not too much.
The hell is that? That isn't communication.
Right.
All the "hey" is pay attention. What it actually means is pay attention to me,
right?
And give me start a conversation with me.
Exactly.
That's all that is.
That means you should have started the conversation. That what that?
Yeah, exactly. Now you got to carry the conversation.
That's it. Bingo. Men have to carry the goddamn conversation in the first place,
and then get another one-word answer,
but
and then say he ain't got no conversation.
The "hey" is, I was waiting for you to hit me up all day and you didn't.
That's what I'm
saying. I'm trying to understand why you ain't hit me up. And now that you hit me back, now I'm mad. I don't even want to.
But you say that. But you understand where the communication issue is. You could have just said, "Hey, why didn't you write me all day?"
Or you could have just said,
I'll tell you
what's
why,
up? What are you
because
doing?
it would be humbling. It'd be too humbling for her to admit that to the guy. So she won't say it outright.
Before we went through that 1,000 times, we were like, she hit me up. You know, we had it until we realized that's not a good text. You know what I'm saying? Like, you about to be in some shit, bro.
Even in the even when we talk about like sex, right? We have women on the show plenty of times say, if a guy isn't performing well in bed, they won't tell him what he should improve in because they feel like his
You don't wanna
his
hurt
ego
his-
and
hurt
stuff
his
like
ego.
that.
Yeah.
And even with something like that, men are saying, hey, you know what? Every woman is different. You get what I'm saying? I might have knocked out the park with the last shorty, but maybe your pussy like to be ate differently. Like you get what I'm saying? Like you don't like too much sucking. You want, like, you know what I'm saying? So so when men are saying, well, we want y'all to communicate more, y'all like, well, you should know my body, and I expect you to already
I don't
know
agree.
what you're doing. Even that's a
Straight
form of poor
telling
communication. Like, you know what I mean?
I
So
won't tell.
I'm telling you. What
You won't tell?
No.
Why not? How you gonna fix
I feel
it?
like I'm slightly timid, so I'm just like.
But you gonna-
I get that vibe. Like,
So you
Like,
you gonna leave yourself unsatisfied for how long before you
she about
think
to
you
be
would say
DJ
it?
envy wife.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
God.
No, I maybe I'll take the lead and then he'll learn. I would
You
do
got
it like this.
so
I
much
don't-
more.
I don't feel comfortable like, yo, that was whack. I
You
don't
don't-
even know how to like
You don't,
have
you
that
don't,
conversation.
you don't gotta do
I don't
that.
know how to have the conversation. So it's like
All
I'd
you-
rather avoid it.
All you gotta do is say what you like, not what you dislike.
Yeah.
Say what you like. That's it. Positive reinforcement. That's it.
Or you can show him videos of, you see.
Yeah, I just
you can send him one of
I just
Sterling's
send
videos. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll say his videos.
Send clips.
That's a good idea.
I
though.
just send the clip. He's got tons. Just send clips.
Yeah.
Like,
oh,
I do that shit
you
too.
like
No,
that?
No,
It's
I'm
a
not
good
gonna do
idea.
that.
Like what?
Oh
You're not
my
doing that
God.
either?
Subtle.
God damn. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna
We'll
lie.
figure
Sending
it
the
out.
clips is a good idea.
You're doing
We'll figure
yourself.
it out.
You're doing yourself a disservice.
We'll figure it
You're
out.
doing
I
yourself a
just do
disservice.
subtle clips and hints
That's
of like,
it, man.
hey,
Try this.
But if you
Look at
if
this.
you
Like
if you
sort
giving
of.
your body to this person, why aren't you comfortable enough to communicate with that person?
I don't want him to feel like I'm belittling him, so I just send.
Men
hints.
want they women to be satisfied. That's
And
what
there's
men
ways
want
to
to
Yes, no,
communicate.
Yeah.
There's
I
ways
don't
to
want to. I
communicate
don't
without
want
belittling him.
I
though.
don't want to incorrectly though come across like I didn't like this. Do this. So
Like,
I just.
okay, easy. I would love it if you did this to me. Simple as that.
That's how you say
Simple
that
as that.
sounds
But see how I
weird.
I'll
phrase that.
continue
It's,
sending
oh,
the clip.
Wait, time out. I ain't just say that. I ain't just say
It
that.
sounds
we
weird.
didn't hear
You didn't say that.
But
Run the
that
tape
still
back,
sounds
like, it was-
weird to me. Like I just
You wasn't
can't
close enough
imagine
to the
like
mic.
saying that. That's
And you
You
know
got
what?
headphones on. What are you talking about?
You know what I find a huge contradiction? Because you guys are so scared to tell y'all man when he not pleasing you during the time. But as soon as y'all got an argument, y'all love to say that dick is weak and that dick is little.
Oh, yeah.
So y'all got the energy for that.
I'm definitely not that
Yeah, you
girl.
can.
Yeah,
You
I'm
can.
not doing that.
So I'll come back if you gonna let me hit.
Because I feel like in
No,
a
because when
relationship,
y'all
though,
egos get bruised,
I'm
That's
honest.
y'all
yeah,
said-
it's not even just
You know-
that. I feel like when respect is lost, the relationship.
Yeah, no,
is
for real.
How bruised is my ego if you saying my dick little, but I'm still fucking?
because
so
we
I
might,
mean, like,
you might feel some type of way about what I said, and then our relationship never be the
Never be
same
the
after
same.
that. And then men, even though it's weird, right? What I'm about to say, it is not really weird, but it's really the dynamic. Women can really control the whole dynamic of their relationship, but they don't know how to, right? And then we can make y'all feel like y'all in control, but y'all really not in control, right? But even when you think you in control,
toxic.
Toxic femininity.
That's
what that is.
No, it is. I ain't gonna lie.
I do
So,
agree with her too. Though.
It's a little bit because I could say something like, you know what, I would love some flowers, and
Yeah.
I ask you to buy me flowers. But if I say I would love flowers, and then one day you just buy me flowers, it's like in your subconscious now, and I made you do that. Like,
So should we
God.
like? Oh, I would love some pussy right now.
I would love some
yeah,
head.
that's my conscious
Okay.
thing, and it'll be like,
I would
yeah, you
love
wanna
a
have sex.
threesome right
Yeah, I
now.
love a
It'll be in my
threesome.
mind.
Gotta
That's
manifest
all right.
You gotta manifest it. That's what it is.
I would
Sterling
love
went
to
too
go.
far.
I'm
Look.
a threesome right now.
Right.
I would
Like, you
love to
know what
smash
I
your
never
friend.
said?
Let's manifest this.
Right, you gotta manifest the thing.
No, that's why you bring up the conversation. Like, you ever had a threesome? Me neither. You ever thought? Me neither. I ain't never thinking.
Yeah, like I said, just to stay back on topic,
What was
Obviously,
the topic?
communication, right? But we was on topic, then we got off topic, then now we got on topic. Like, so, like I said, communication is obviously very important in a relationship. And, like Sterling said, sex is a big part of a relationship. And if y'all can't even communicate that part, most or some women can't even communicate how they want to be pleased. How can you expect to have a successful relationship? If you can't communicate that, you sure can't communicate your emotions or your needs or whatever, your love language or whatever the case is. So I think men are finding it, it is difficult nowadays because the lack of communication, or maybe we're trying to, get the information out of you. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a push and pull type of dynamic going on. So, we got to start communicating. Y'all got to get out
No,
your
you're
ego.
right.
As much as y'all talk about men got egos, women got
Yeah,
egos
women
too.
have
Like, you know what I'm
big
saying?
egos.
And
Like,
there's a difference between communicating and just talking.
okay.
Yeah.
Don't just talk for the sake of
Yeah.
talking.
Right.
Comprehension.
Like actually
That
get
part.
like just get to the point.
Yeah.
Because
Because we can talk all night.
you could talk for, like and that's the thing you mentioned. You mentioned before, like, oh, if I'm sending them the text, hey, it means why didn't you hit me up and talk to me? Or I want to talk to you. Whatever. Are you ready to talk? Are you free to talk? Whatever. Talk about what? Like
Yeah.
get to the goddamn point.
Yeah.
Let's do
and
it.
it really means like I miss you and I wanted to hear from you. And that's what
Bingo.
you really
Exactly.
say.
Exactly.
And then that one might make his like now the conversation gonna be like, oh, you miss me? What time? Like I'm be home by this time, or
You know what?
what you want to do later? And then they'll carry the conversation. But
That's more
It's like-
humbling. It's way more humbling.
It is.
It's one of my favorite texts to get from my girlfriend.
What?
I miss you.
right,
It's one of my favorite
she's
texts
like,
to get.
oh, he's thinking about me.
She's thinking about me. Bam. Let's
Yeah.
good. Great. Miss you too, baby. Let's go.
But it
Like-
is the ego.
And I think that's another issue with communication for women. They expect you to read between the lines. And it's like, yo,
Facts.
I be sitting there looking at
Read between the lines. I expect you to read my
like,
mind.
all right.
Yeah, that is also true. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
motherfuckers
I'm
gotta be
like,
Professor X and shit.
exactly.
Like,
I'm like, yo, just
What you
say,
mean?
we adults here. Say what you mean.
Right.
That's it. That's it.
Right.
No,
Because we
I
ain't
feel like
thinking that
if
hard,
the
I'll
sun
tell
is
you
up,
that.
you should know that I'm hungry. Like you don't see that the sun
You
is
gonna
up.
stay hungry too.
Right. I feel like,
No.
and I feel like if you say you're hungry, I know you're hungry.
But then again, what's the follow up to that? What you want to eat? They never know what they want to eat. Like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know what you wanna eat. Like-
Surprise me. All right,
Salad.
what about
You're
this?
eating a salad. That's it.
No, I don't want a
Done.
salad. Like, what about
Yeah.
this? I don't want that. Like,
Yeah,
yo, y'all
that-
cook, like, you know what I
that's
mean? I make even that part is confusing. Like,
Because
you know what I
women
mean?
like to play coy. That's why we like to play coy.
Oh, we know. We definitely
Yeah,
know.
so you're
Like,
like, I don't know. And then sometimes even when
Knowing
you've been
you really know.
No, you know, because I want some French toast and bacon. What? Like, you know, I be that.
Wait, y'all be knowing?
Yeah.
I be knowing what I want.
What?
So why-
I just sent
I
TikTok
know.
videos.
That's crazy.
so y'all can't just
Hey.
communicate that? Like, y'all saving up. We
No,
got now. We
I'm
got to
very,
guess.
I just
I
sent
love
the
to
video.
eat, so I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm very vocal. I'm telling you what I want, telling you what I want to eat, telling you where I want to go. I might not always know where I want to go, but I'm gonna tell you what I want to eat, and I'm gonna tell you what I want. I'm gonna tell you what, like, if we had sex the night before or after we have sex. Normally in my relationships, we always talk about what we did right after.
Oh.
So it's just like,
He-
you know.
You let him know he tore that up or not.
Like I'll be like, it was like, yeah, it'll be the reaction. We'll
Yeah.
tell you everything, or we'll
Woo.
talk about it. Like,
If she go on her phone right after, I hate to tell you, you ain't do what you had to do. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's not true.
She look at the
That's my friends,
notifications.
like,
Like,
that shit
yeah.
that shit was bad.
So
To the
would,
shop.
would y'all feel some type of way, like, if a man sent you a video, like, you know, maybe you topping him off, right? And he sent you a video like, hey, this
A
is...
video of me topping him off?
No,
No,
a video
of another
woman topping a man off. Like, would you
don't
feel
have
some
a
type of way?
phone.
Huh?
You don't have a phone.
But you were sending him videos of Sterling Cooper.
No, he mean
you
like
know
a
what I'm saying?
porn. He mean like
Like
a porn video.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
exactly. No. What do you mean? You
You-
got videos on your phone.
No, not like he's saying...
No,
Just like just how you was
another
sending
person,
Sterling
not
Cooper's
of your
videos
Like trying
to
to
your
give you a-
boyfriend.
He's not doing none of that on
I
his
understand.
IG.
No, listen.
As an
listen.
example.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. I'm saying
The
if you're-
female of him, and he sent that to you like, yo,
Like
this would be cool.
relationship
Yeah,
advice?
Yeah,
Or how to do
I want,
certain
yeah, I want you to do this like this.
I said
You
Yeah.
want to do something?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like your oral
Yeah,
is weak.
I wa-
Just watch this.
Yeah, but instead of me saying that, I'm just
Basically.
sending you the video.
Basically.
Yeah, I will watch it.
Right?
I mean, we always watch it.
Like he sent you the superhead video,
I'm dead.
and then you like,
Yeah,
that's
like,
what you
I
want?
watch it. I
Yeah.
watch it like that.
Because
so
people,
that-
like girls talk about like guys having a very fragile ego and stuff. Like if you were to tell a guy who was trash in bed,
Mhm.
it to be honest, it would probably bruise most guys' egos
Right,
massively,
Yeah,
right?
probably.
But you try doing that to a chick,
No, for real.
Yeah.
she's gonna explode.
But you know,
Then they're gonna blame you.
Bingo.
Uh huh.
but that's
We gonna
when
get
you
into
gotta
that, like-
take the ego out when you in a relationship, like all the way. Because if he sent you a video like that, think about it first before you respond. You really got to think about stuff before you respond. Then
and
you could
watch
be
the
like,
video in its entirety.
no, for real. You got to be like, instead of, you got to think about your response before you just going crazy. Like, oh, you trying to be funny? Like, why would you send me
Right.
this? Like, you being a creep or any of that. Like, you know, you got to be like, oh, that's what you want? Like, what you
Right.
trying
Gotta
to
set the
say?
mood
Yeah.
type.
What
You
type
can't
of
just-
hints you trying to give me? Like, in the play, like, if you be more playful about it, then at least y'all won't argue about something so stupid. You
Right.
know? Like,
Still, I do want to ask you this question, because I want to get about the mistakes that men commonly make in the bedroom. But you know, oftentimes on the show, right, when a man can't get up, right, they will often blame the man for, you know, why are you not being able to get up? Like, are you gay?
True.
You know, we got all these excuses, right? But normally when we say, well, if a woman is not as moist as she could be, right, is that her reason? But then they go and, no, the man didn't make me, you know, that moist.
True.
Like, you get what I'm saying? So why do you feel like, you know, obviously when it's the man, when he can't get hard, it's the man's problem. But when the woman can't get wet, it's still the man's problem. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, I'm actually kind of gonna defend the women here in this one because I think it's the guy's job to lead the whole situation.
Okay.
Like I really think it is. Like, and that puts a lot more pressure on the guy. Yes, but that's the world we live in. That's the reality. You know, it's if she's not wet, then it's like like either you rushed in too quickly or she's uncomfortable. She doesn't feel safe. Like there's a whole host of things that could be leading to that. Like she's uncomfortable. I mean, I always say that, but she's not like warmed up enough yet. Like, just give it a couple minutes, man, and maybe she will be. But it's just like that is 100% up to you as the guy. It's your burden to bear, unfortunately, man.
Right.
And the boner thing is like a lot of girls will feel kind of insulted if the dude's got a floppy one, right? I'm going to agree with you. You're going to agree with me. I know you're opinionated. I know you're going to agree with me. The dude's got a floppy one. She's going to feel. Correct me if I'm wrong. The woman is going to feel like a little bit of a ping, like. Is that me? What do I do? My pussy stink. What's going on? Like, something's off, right? Yeah. But it's most of the time it ain't you. I'm here to tell you right now, it ain't you. It's just he's in his own head.
I'd be thinking
he's
it's
nervous.
Alcohol.
Nah, every time.
Whiskey dick, yeah. But if he's having a lot of whiskey, if he's had a lot of booze. Yeah.
But again, like we have to say, you don't think it's equally just like if a woman is not wet, the guy has to warm her up. He has to foreplay. You don't think a woman should be able to like, he's soft. Let me just do something.
Oh yeah, like if it's your boyfriend, if it's your boyfriend, like you help the guy out.
Every time I had the gummy, it was her fault. That's all. That's a fact.
What did she do?
Now it was either how it smelled.
Oh man,
I knew you was about to say that.
That was the number one reason. I was like, or I wasn't really attracted to her.
Or it could be
why you smashed it in the first place?
Because they tricked Sterling. Don't say you never got tricked out here. You come out here, they looking real nice, and then they take that dress off. It's something different. Your shit was hard when you was filling up on her on the dress, and then the bodysuit got removed, and you like, oh shit!
Damn,
he said the bodysuit got removed. Like,
you know what I'm saying? I've been in that situation.
When the jeans was looking painted on, but it was holding on everything.
And it's happened. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay, one thing I will say is that there are certain things that women can do that will really, really turn a guy off. Mm-hmm. Like being annoying.
Yeah, no, I agree.
We'll give a guy a floppy penis instantly.
No, I agree.
So like if you're gonna
give me an example.
You're gonna sit there and like argue with a guy and then like expect him to want to fuck you and expect it to be hard. Like you're dreaming, honey. Like.
No, I got a great example. I had a sexual encounter with a young lady, right? We were having sex, but she couldn't keep her eyes open. Huh. So she like always like put her hand over her face.
She was insecure.
And I was like, yo, you good? You know, I came back, you good? And she's like, yes, keep going hard or whatever. And then she just went back to covering her face. I could not stay hard for shit because it was just creeping me out. Yeah. And she might watch this, but no disrespect. But like, it definitely was very uncomfortable for me because it felt more like something, I don't want to say that word, but that's what it made me feel like. I'm like, I'm out of here.
She probably was just a little bit insecure and didn't want you to see her vulnerability.
She said she don't like how her face looked, but
I don't care how my face looks.
I'm here to tell every girl watching this, like, I don't care what your face looks like. Every guy likes it.
Yeah.
Like if you're orgasming, you could look like a. He's still gonna be into it. He's still gonna enjoy it.
Ain't nobody gonna look up like.
And he gonna tell you later, I had you making the ugly faces.
When her face is stiff, that's when you know you gotta.